can be. All right. So I'm going to see if I could pull us up on another platform. I hope everyone is enjoying their Wednesday evening.
I can see it on Facebook. It says this video is live now.
Yay.
But I don't see us.
You don't see us yet.
Mm-mm.
It's like a delay.
Okay. Delay. It's still delayed, but hey, everybody.
Go ahead, Marsha. Go ahead and introduce us.
It's Dr. Marsha here from Bookworm Investment Club and my sidekick, Nakia.
Hey, everyone.
Right? All right. We have some. Okay, so guys, this is new to both of us. We're doing StreamYard. So I am really excited because my technology is bad. So that's why Nakia is here. But I'm so excited about this.
She's not the only one. I'm excited too, because it took me about an hour just to get the hang of StreamYard. I've had it before and signed up for it, but I've never really done anything with it other than buying stocks because Dr. Marsha.
Uh-oh, she froze.
Uh-oh, there we go.
Okay.
So it's getting on here. Hey!
And we see your comments. So this is so cool.
So she's
I know I'm like a child, but this is new to me. This is all new stuff.
This is my favorite part of learning and teaching at the same time.
Mm-hmm. She's teaching me a lot too. We're learning from each other.
So we are here actually to talk about GameStop and what we were talking about investing versus trading. Yeah, because that's like a big it's a big topic. I don't think people know that there is a difference between investing and trading. I picked that up very quickly from Dr. Marsha. Like there is a big difference. I'm glad I did learn to invest first before starting to dabble into trading. Yeah. So I have questions for Marsha because this is supposed to be a conversation. You guys get to know both of us, and we're going to be adding in some tips that's probably going to help you guys anyway. So as you guys know, my name is Nakia. And I help her with everything as much as I possibly can, except for trading, because she's the boss lady on that part. But as far as selling and things like that, if I start talking about, hey, you need to check this out or check that out on our website, it's probably down below. Just go to bookworminvestmentclub.com. We got a free ebook out there.
Yep. And it's not going to be free for long.
It's very targeted information, especially for beginners.
Yes.
If you are new to investing, definitely check that out. Go to the website and you just sign up for it and we send it right to your email. It's also good for those who have been investing or dibbling and dabbling into it and you just want a more basic. Is that the word we want to use?
Yeah.
Basic, like
elementary.
You need an elementary reminder
of what investing is all about.
Yeah, kind of a way to test to see, are you smarter than the fifth grader? Like, I got to go back through the basics of investing.
So yes, speaking of investing and trading, let's talk about the difference. And if you have a question, just type it in and we will answer the questions accordingly. So when we talk about, there are lots of ways to make money in the stock market. You can invest, you can trade, and the difference is with trading, we're looking at buying a stock and selling the stock in a shorter time period. So it is a short-term way to make money. So what do I mean by short term? Well, you can be a scalp trader, and that is the trader that buys a stock and sells the stock within a matter of seconds to minutes. I don't understand that. That's a scalp trader.
Yeah.
You can also be a day trader. A day trader will buy a stock and sell it the same day. Or you can be a swing trader, and that's a person who will buy the stock and then sell it a day later up until weeks. So that's a trader, as opposed to an investor, which is a person who will build their wealth by buying and holding for at least a year up until 40, 50 years. So the difference is the time frame that we're looking at. So I'm an investor and also a trader, and so is Nakia.
Mm-hmm.
So because I want to say hi to our audience, do we have any traders in our audience?
Traders or investors?
Or investors. Any of you guys are traders or investors?
Tell us, which one are you, or are you both?
I think it's a delay.
It'll be somewhat of a delay. And sometimes people are just listening. They just want to hear what we got to say.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Okay. So yeah, that's the biggest difference between a trader and an investor. So my experience.
Yes.
With trading, I've been only trading for a short period of time, about a year and a half. Trading kind of brings out some things in myself, honestly, that I don't like. Yes. Oh, we've got some investors here. Yes. Strongly considering
trading.
Mm-hmm. And that is greed.
Wow.
I'm telling you, greed is real when you're trading. And that is why when you trade, just like when you invest, you've got to have a plan. Mm-hmm. You've got to have a trading plan, just like you have an investing plan. And you've got to follow that plan, because it gets kind of hard when you're trading and you're seeing that price just rise real quick, and you know that you need to be getting out and taking your money, but it's like, ooh, just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. So you've got to become disciplined and know how to just say, get out of the trade, take your money and go. So for me, that was the biggest thing that I had to learn, to discipline myself, to keep down that greed factor, because it's real. It's real. But on the other side, trading has made me a better investor, because once we learn how to, or when we're supposed to get in to buy, you can actually see it on your trading platform. Oh, okay, it's time to get in now. So in that aspect, trading has been beneficial for me. Okay. Yeah.
The swing trading.
And day trading too. Day trading.
I have no experience in day trading yet. I know that was what I was interested in when we first spoke, but then it's like, ooh, that's a little scary. I need to go back, bring myself back, learn the basics first. I want to share an experience that I had, but before we do that, we first need to understand what has been going on with GameStop.
Okay.
And the recent short squeeze.
Right.
I did not know what that was.
Okay. I'm going to explain that. And I see, before we get into that, Fickle Kitty said she's hesitant to trade. Well, and I understand that hesitancy, but I would still encourage you to at least look into it, because it is beneficial to become a trader. Yeah, we both have. I'm under another a trading program, and our teacher is excellent. And yeah, I'd say stick your toe in the water
And try it.
and try it. Try it. Yeah. But one of the things with trading, speaking of GameStop and trading, is
Mhm.
the most common thing we do when we trade is we buy stock when it's low. Hi.
Hey.
And then we sell it when it gets to our target price and we take the profit. Shorting is just the opposite, in
Mhm.
that we sell a stock here and then we buy it back lower and we keep the difference.
Mhm.
So I know that's kind of, what did she say? So what I want to do is to try to explain that to you. So you and I are going to do some role playing here. You're going to be an investor.
Robin. Okay. Robin. I'm so happy.
Okay, so Robin is learning crypto trading. Oh, okay, and she loves it.
Robin is amazing.
I haven't ventured into trading crypto. I do buy it though.
Mhm.
But anyway, so with shorting, so let's you and I make this play this out. So
Okay.
let's say you're an investor
Okay.
and I am a broker.
Okay.
So who is your broker? Your broker is Robinhood, right?
Robin Hood for now, and I do want to talk about that.
I don't
Don't
want to
get
be
me.
Robinhood.
She's like, no. Nor does Mario. He
Okay.
don't like it either.
Okay, so I'll be TD Ameritrade. And guys, for you guys who don't know, TD Ameritrade is a brokerage account that I have,
I
and
have
that
it as well.
I absolutely really enjoy it because it's top notch as far as I'm concerned. It's not like Robinhood.
No, it's nowhere neither.
So, okay, so if you decide that you wanted to, if you looked at a stock and you decided that stock, that price is going to go down, you want to decide to short that stock. So what you would do is you would come to me, your broker, and let's say you wanted to buy a share, say company ABC. You know that that price is going to go down. So you come to your broker and you borrow one share from me. And I say, okay, here you go. And you take that share and you sell it. And let's say it's at $10. So you went to the market and you sold that share for $10. So now you have $10 in your pocket and you're just kind of waiting because you said, okay, the price is going to go down. So the price starts to go down. And what you would do, you would say, let me go buy a share. So now you have that share back. And let's say you bought it at $7. Okay. So now the difference between that $10 and that $7 is $3. So now you have a share, you can give it back to me and you get to keep your $3. That's your profit is $3. So that's how that works. How it's supposed to work.
That's not how it works.
It can go the opposite way though.
Okay.
So you can do the same thing, come to me and say, hey, I want a share of XYZ stock because the price is going to go down. I give you that share and you sit and wait for the price to go down. But what happens?
It went up.
If the price goes up? Now you went and sold it to somebody, so you still have $10, but that price is going up.
So I'm gonna lose money because I have to
come out of your pocket
in order to give it back.
For me, that is shorty. That's exactly how it works. So what happened with GameStop is these hedge funds was shorting. So the thinking that the price was going to go down. And they had the community on Reddit called the Wall Street Bets. They all got together and say, nope, we're going to buy all the shares that we can. And what happens when you start buying shares? The price goes up. And so all of these hedge funds that shorted this stock, expecting the stock to go down, now the price is going up and they've got to come out of their pockets to buy back those stocks. So that's why they got so upset because they lost money, big money. And that's what's known as a short squeeze. So that's what happened.
So it's only so much you can really say because everything is monitored now, whether we believe it or not. But that is exactly what my experience was with GameStop, because I did have it.
Okay.
I had it in my Robinhood brokerage account. So I have TD Ameritrade. I also have Chase because that's my bank. And I just also opened up one with Huntington. So just moving
you had a free
and,
stock.
Yeah, I got a free stock. So that's the kicker. I would not have. So guys, this was weeks, months, sometime last year, I talked about Robinhood. I shared my link. There were people who signed up, and when you sign up for Robinhood at that time, you get a free stock. If the person signs up, they get a free stock as well. And we know Robinhood, it was somewhat fairly new to me anyway. Some people said it'd been out for a good while, but when they give you a free stock, you gotta wonder, like, really, are the companies really that good? So GameStop ended up being into my Robinhood brokerage account. Now, here's the thing. Dr. Marsha talks a lot about managing your portfolio, and the calendar that she has, it tells you what you should be doing month to month. I followed January's tips that you should be doing for the month of January, so it sets you up for the rest of the year, and you're doing something every year. And it was managing the portfolio part where you have to know your numbers, know what's going on. And if I had not have looked through my brokerage account with Robinhood and looked at every last stock, I wouldn't have even known that I had GameStop, because they was giving me so many free stocks. And so I got to manage my portfolio or I'm going to lose money, because I was putting money into that account. I didn't want that to happen. Well, one day, I can't remember if this was a Monday. It may have been a Monday, but I woke up. Mario, he's into trading as well. So he trades, and he's not a fan of Robinhood either, but he's trying. But I happened to look and remember, I was like, oh, I got GameStop. And he's like, I'm about to see what the price is, because he had been already following what was going on since the Twitter, whatever may have happened. And I was like, oh, I got GameStop. And I looked and I was like, whoa, it's $300. And so I sat there and watched it go from $300 to $400, then drop down to $2, then it'll go up to $400 and then drop down to like $2, maybe $3. And it was doing this for a straight hour. And yes, I was watching it. And it got to the point where it got to 485. And that's when I sat up. And Mario in my ear, you better sell it and you better not buy it back. You better sell it and you better not buy it back. Don't buy it back. Just sell it, get your profit, get out, because that's not how the market works.
Correct.
That's not good. And I'm like, oh, so I got Marsha and Mario. You're like, like, look at it. And he like, you better sell it by, you know what Marsha said. So once it got to 500, I sold it.
Okay. So you were one of the lucky ones.
Exactly.
Right. Because you can actually lose money too, because as that price is going up, people can see that and decide, okay, if it reaches to 500, I'm going to buy. If they buy at 500 and people decide, okay, we're going to take profit, just like you did, guess what's going to happen to the price of that stock?
It's going to go down.
It's going to go down. So you can lose money doing that. And so you really have to be careful if you decide that you want to get into something like that. That also happened with AMC and Nokia and a couple of other stocks.
AMC, Nokia, really?
Yeah. Not to the extent that it happened with GameStop.
It's not right.
Yeah, that happened. So let me look at the chat and see if there are any questions about that. Okay. So you guys understand what happened with a short squeeze. That is a short squeeze. Yeah. And the hedge funds were not happy about that because they lost a lot of money. And so that's why for me, if I'm going to trade, I'm going to trade not like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we trade, just like when we invest, we want to trade financially healthy companies, just like investing in financially healthy companies. GameStop is not a healthy company. Their revenues are there. It's not growing. It's not profitable, and they have a lot of debt too. Should I be selling off the end of every day? Well, that depends. I'm off to a rough start.
That's a good question.
So are you talking about trading or
Investing?
She's talking about trading. Should I be selling off at the end? What does your plan say? What is your trading plan? And that's why I said before you start trading, you should have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go by your plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't know, if you don't have a plan, that calendar is a good plan. It's a do-it-yourself.
But that calendar is for investors, not traders.
Not traders. Okay.
Mm-hmm. She's trading. Yeah. Before you even start trading, you need to have a plan that talks about risk and reward, when you're going to get in, where's your target going to be, when you're going to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My plan is to earn. That's everybody's plan. Specifically should have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So
at the end of every day, I mean, is that more so for a swing? That's more of a day trader than a swing trader. Yeah, because swing traders, it's like what, within the week or so, or a couple of days or so.
Day after you buy it. So, Miss In Fun, I will tell you this, that if you have your plan set up, that's going to tell you a lot of information. It's going to tell you when to buy, and your plan will tell you when to get out of a trade. And so that's why I was saying that you need to have your plan. Yeah.
That's a good question about the calendar.
Will the calendar still apply to those of us getting started this month? Yes, because we have the plan. The calendar is monthly.
Mm-hmm.
So it has monthly information as to what you should be doing to start to build your stock portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
Should we backtrack to January or start in February?
Mm-hmm.
Start in February. You'll have the January calendar, but you can start in February.
Yeah, it's the whole 12-month calendar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Awesome. And she said, Roger that.
Okay. And I put that together really for our investment club, so that they can stay on track, because with the investment club, our students are building their stock portfolios.
Mm-hmm.
And so I do that because we meet monthly. So you'll get the calendar, you follow the instructions on the calendar. So then when we meet, you've already completed the assignments.
Awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we got quite a few traders, quite a few how many? Novice investor, Sandra.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Hesitate to trade. We got her together. She knows now. Was something I wanted to ask you about managing a portfolio. What would be your advice to someone that has someone else that is managing their portfolio?
And there's nothing wrong with that. I'll say that first, because we have a lot of people have people managing their portfolios and meeting with them. First off, I think that you should be meeting with whoever is managing your portfolio at least quarterly, so that you know what's going on. And then ask questions. You need to know how your money is being managed. And if you don't know, ask questions. Mhm. That's how a lot of people get caught off guard because they may be buying and selling within your portfolio, and you just are saying, well, as long as they're either sending me a check every quarter, I'm happy. No,
Mhm.
you got to get involved. That is your money. It is your money.
I did not know that either.
Mhm.
At a young age,
Mhm.
usually when you think about people having brokerage accounts, uh,
Mhm.
portfolios, when you hear that word, for me, I've learned it as, oh, that's somebody who's rich and they have someone else managing that. Had no idea that I
Yeah.
could manage my own portfolio, which means I can control how it grows
Mhm. And
and
you
what I
you
do with it.
you build your own
Mhm.
portfolio. You can certainly do that. And that's what we're teaching here at Bookworm Investment Club. We're teaching women how to build their own personal stock portfolios. And not only how to build it, but how to manage
Yeah.
your stock portfolio. And Trish has a question. How do you join the investment club? Well, I think we have a link for it.
You can look down below. Just go to bookworminvestmentclub.com. I don't know what
Yeah.
she's seen compared
So
to me, but yeah.
Trish, what we do is we meet every month,
Second
and
third.
it's a 2-hour meeting. It's we have an agenda, and we meet the second Thursday of every month, and we talk about each other's portfolio, how we're doing, how we're growing, and then that's the first hour. And the second
Mhm.
hour, we talk about stock analysis. Because one of the things that is so important with Bookworm is that we learn how to analyze the stock before we buy the stock.
Mhm.
That is a part of what we do and what we teach. Mhm. So, yeah, just go to Bookworm Investment Club. And I think we don't have my email address. Do you, Marcia at Bookworm?
We can do that if you would like.
Mhm.
Let's
This
see.
StreamYard is really cool, y'all. No idea.
There we go. And
Yep,
that is
that's
her.
my, yeah, that is my email address. If you have any questions, just shoot me an email.
Yeah.
And um, I will respond to you at least within 24 hours. Give me at
Yes.
least 24 hours. And we can talk about getting you involved in the investment club. Yeah.
Awesome. Yes.
Because
So
I have to say this, that one more thing is that investing is really a lifelong process.
hmm
Once you really start investing, depending on what your goals are, there's always a reason to invest. My first goal when I started investing was to put my kids through college with no student loans. Done. Now it's all about Dr. Marcia and taking care of Dr. Marcia. And so I will continue to invest. I'm living off my portfolio now, but I'm also still investing. So I'm still growing the portfolio, and at the
hmm
same time, that portfolio is my check.
Is paying.
That's what we teach. That's eventually what we want. Honestly, I have to say, I think every woman should have a stock portfolio. I do. I
hmm
think we should build our own stock portfolios and get to the point, like me, you'll get to the point where you can live off your investments.
Yes. And it's about family wealth too.
Mm-hmm.
You are part of a family. You should be putting your work in and taking care of yourself as well financially too. It helps the
Mm-hmm.
entire family if we
Mm-hmm.
have families. But definitely, it's lifelong. Trading can be a lifelong process or a lifelong thing too. But
Also, mm-hmm.
you investing, I can see myself never stopping that. Trading, I jump in every once in a while, but investing, I do. I think that's something I'll be doing for a long time too.
So Renee said, "Is it too late?"
No,
Renee, no, 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 no.
no,
It
no,
is never too
never.
late. You just have to get started. And it's when I talk about getting started, and if this is your first go round, then you need to be in a community. You need to be with a mentor that is going to help get you started.
Yep, she's my mentor. I'm in that membership, just so you guys know.
That's what we do at Bookworm too. Yeah.
Mhm.
So no, it is never too late to get started. And Rainbow says, what's the best app to use for starters or newbies to start investing? Okay, so what do you mean app? Do you mean a brokerage account, Rainbow? Because I
Yes.
don't know what app you're talking about.
I'll give some examples of apps that I know that deals with investing and trading. And I am going to say this up front, a disclaimer, but I'm giving you guys my personal opinion. I would not suggest, if you are a beginner, to go into Robinhood, Stash, or Weeble. It's
Webull.
Weeble.
Mhm.
I would not suggest you go into it. We already know the world is going into what we call fintech, financial technology. We know that it's going in that direction, but it's fairly new. So if you are new to investing and or trading, get the basics down pat. Bookworminvestmentclub.com. I mean, she really breaks it down so that, like, from my experience, when I decided that I was going to get into those apps, I had enough under my belt from Dr. Marsha to help me understand you can lose money. You got to pay attention to the companies that you're investing in, do a stock analysis. And if it's not a good company and it's not making you money, don't invest in it. So there's still basic things, but because they're fairly new and the customer service is one thing, because TD Ameritrade is a good brokerage account to really, and your bank, if you know, your bank is a good brokerage account. But if you are a beginner, this is just personal experience and opinion. I wouldn't suggest you go into those yet.
So you're talking about a brokerage account.
Yeah, I'm talking about a brokerage account, but I know people are connecting applications to brokerage accounts because that's just how everything is communicated to us. It's so digital. So
yes, Renee, use me as your mentor and your teacher and come into our community because we want to have you make that transformation.
Mm-hmm.
And we welcome you. And shoot me an email. We can talk. And if there are any other questions, okay, Melinda got you. So if you send me an email, I'll know who you are. Mm-hmm. Any books you recommend? Oh, yeah, the ebook. Bookworm Investment Club has an ebook that you can sign up for, and it really starts you out with just basic terms about the stock market. We can start with that. Mm-hmm.
She says Fickle Kitty says she prefers Fidelity. She has Fidelity and Robinhood. But she prefers
Great.
Fidelity.
Fidelity is Fidelity is great.
Great.
Fidelity is up there with TD Ameritrade. Because they can teach you so much. They have classes. Customer service is wonderful. So yeah, you have a good one with Fidelity. Mm-hmm.
Yay! Exciting. We'll try to do this. We'll try to do this once a week.
Now I will tell you next Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to have a workshop, a 2-day workshop on investing in dividend growth stocks. So it's going to be from 7 to 8. It's going to be an hour every day for 2 days. Mm-hmm. And I want to invite each and every one of you all to come and join us. We'll talk about dividend growth stocks.
That's when I'm going to take that $500 off GameStop and start looking into, dividend growth stocks. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they're different than just plain old dividend stocks. Mm-hmm. Come and learn the difference. Come and get some basic information about investing in dividend growth stocks and why you should add those to your portfolio.
Mm-hmm. And if you're in the email list, she sends them. She shows you what the different types of dividend growth stocks, the contender, I'm trying to remember. I like the contenders. I don't know why. The contenders, the kings, the
aristocrats.
Yeah, it's more, but we got the link down below. Just go to bit.ly / dividend growth stocks workshop. That's 9th and 10th, and then the day after, the third day.
No, it's 2 days.
I know it's 2 days, but the day after it is.
Oh, it's the investment club.
Yeah, because I want to make sure I'm prepared for it.
Well, thank you, ladies, for coming. How do I join the email list? Okay, great. Bookworminvestmentclub.com. If you go to that link, there's going to be a pop-up. Put your email address in there, and you are on your way. And welcome to Bookworm.
So you're watching this on my channel, Beauty Cut Right channel. I'll make sure that I'll input these links down below. But you should hear from us pretty often. You won't hear from us next week because we're preparing for this workshop. I'm preparing to learn, so and to help make sure that the class is a success. But I'm here to learn. So thank you. You guys are so welcome. We do. We want to help. This is what we want to do. We want to help women, especially. Does not matter how old you are. We want to help you learn to make some money. I mean, learn to invest, learn to build your own personal wealth. It can help you personally and your family. So, we love you guys. And to the Bookworm family already here, we'll see you in the group.
Bye.
Everybody.
Okay, so how do I turn off this thing?
I got you.